All right, welcome race fans. We are back this week with the Manning Electric Super Speedway Series here at Talladega with 3 races left, counting tonight. Boy, tensions are running pretty high here. We got the top 12 that are eligible for tonight's race here for the chase. And we'll run down through them here in just a second. We have nothing on tap for tomorrow night. Here, I may be covering a race, but I'm not really sure yet. So, but let's look at the analytics here for tonight. Track temperature 111 degrees, air temperature 76. So that track's going to be mighty slick out there. 75 laps, what they're doing here tonight. That's 200 miles. Tire window, they could actually probably go the whole way on the same set of tires. Not recommended, but fuel window, they're running 70% fuel, so that's right around the 30 to 35 lap range, somewhere along in there. 55 miles an hour down pit road is the pit road speed. So, all right, looking at the points here coming into tonight, Daniel Jackson took over the point lead there. Only these top 12 are eligible for the chase. Paul Servant in second now, 4 points back. Daniel Holloway in third, 7 points behind. Chris Akers in fourth, 8 points behind. Dana Osborne in fifth, 9 points back. Kelly Dahl did move into the top 6, or he's 11 points behind, looking for a championship here. Alex Kinsler, 18 points back. TJ Buck, 19 points back. Frank Scover, 23 back. Dan Harrington, James Peterson, and Kevin Spencer all tied there for the last 3 remaining positions. They're kind of like in a do-or-die situation. They're in a must-win situation, and I don't even know if a win would actually get them up there to make it to the top 8. So, but they are all 45 points behind the leader. And so far, I have not seen any of those 3 here tonight. So that'll just drop them back even further. So, all right, well, we got a couple minutes left here before we go to qualifying. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate that very much. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video. Hey, Charles, Josh, how's everybody? Open qualifying is when they all go out there together and qualify instead of one car single. Yeah, it's totally different. I mean, that way they can use the draft, you know. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to have a very big field here tonight. Right now, we've only got 11 drivers in here. We still have about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in practice here and qualifying time in case somebody does jump in. Somebody said that Ted was going to be here, but I have not seen Ted yet. But the race will be officiated by Jason Allison, so no cautions out here. The cautions are thrown by Jason himself, so if he sees something that is caution worthy, then he will throw the caution. If not, it continues on. Like if it's a single car spin in the back, it'll probably just continue on. Now once they get down to 6 laps to go, all the cautions are Done. There's no more caution, so it's race it out to the end. So if you get wrecked, you're out of the race. That's it. So, all right, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's underway. Nobody's turned in a time yet, so you haven't missed anything. But it's going to be a long, boring race here tonight because we only got about 11 drivers in here. I don't know, man. Unless somebody happens to pop in here in the last couple minutes, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how many guys, if anybody else does show up. But it'll be a long, boring race for these guys and a long, boring race for me. So you might not hear me doing too much commentating tonight. So it might not be a whole lot to talk about out there. All right, Daniel Holloway goes to the top there. Kelly Dahl in second, Daniel Jackson third, Chris Akers fourth, and Alex Kinsler, your top five so far. Paul Servant to the top of the leaderboard. Chris Akers second now. Kelly Dahl back to third. Some of these guys are just one and done. They're taking their best lap that they can put down. TJ Buck on the track right now. Captain Crunch car. Dan Harrington is in there. He is going to try to compete. That gives us 12 drivers going to be out there tonight. So one more joins here as we get down to it. When you see the P beside their name, that means they are a playoff driver, a chase driver, whatever you might want to call that. I don't know. Some leagues call it playoff, some leagues call it chase, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, either there. That's about the way it goes in a lot of leagues. You know, guys get eliminated out of the chase, so they just don't show up. And you know, it kind of goes back to what I always say. You know, people should try to really realize that how important it is for those people to actually be here. You know, because it can actually change the outcome of the chase. So it's very important for people that aren't in the chase to be here. All right, so let's get up here and run down through the qualifying order. All right, Paul Savant taking the pole with a 52.465. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Dana Osborne will start on the outside of the front row. Chris Akers in third. Kelly Dahl starts fourth. Alex Kinsler fifth. TJ Buck sixth. Daniel Jackson seventh. Daniel Holloway eighth. Donald Bennett starts ninth. Trenton Johnson, first one to not take a qualifying time in his Interstate Batteries throwback car. I love that car, man. It's awesome. But he will start in 10th. Dan Harrington in 11th. Todd Poston 12th. I guess that's it. Yep, Todd Poston going to take up the rear of the field. The small field, fewer cautions, quicker race, right? Bing, bang, yep, over. That's Alex Kinsler, Josh. Alex Kinsler, yeah, he's drove that, gosh, all season. Michael D'Amico and him were running MaxSpeedTV cars, and D'Amico hasn't been around in weeks. So I don't know. I can't keep up with everybody, but yeah, they were both running MaxSpeedTV cars, and now Alex Kinsler's the only one that's running them now. So pretty cool though. He's in the playoffs, so that's really all that matters. 7th in points right now, only 18 points back. So he's still eligible to make it in. Only top 8 go on from here tonight. So it's going to be very important for the guys to try to stay in that top 8 in points. Frank Scovern's not here tonight. James Peterson and Kevin Spencer. So there's pretty much automatically 3 guys that are eliminated from it right there. Dan Harrington holding on by a thread. I kind of doubt if he's going to make it. So we're probably going to see Daniel Jackson, Paul Servant, Daniel Holloway, Chris Akers, Dana Osborne, Kelly Dahl, Alex Kinsler, and TJ Buck probably going into the next round. And they go back to Talladega next week in the Xfinity cars for their what they call that, the Chosen 8. Yeah, the Chosen 8. And then after that it goes down to 4 for the finale at Daytona with the trucks. So it's going to be interesting coming up on the end of the season here. All right, folks, here we go. All Servant bringing them to the green. Oh, Dane Osborne blinking out there on the high side. Uh-oh. That's not good when you're blinking like that. Pace car's in. Oh, man, I hope he didn't just, like, drop out. Ooh. There he is. He's way up high. Okay. Ooh, man, that was scary. All right, green, green, green. They're going. They're not really got the green flag yet, but they are moving. Come on, green, green, green. Let's go. Dana's staying way up high there. There we go. He's staying way up high. I think he's going to go to the back because of that blinking issue. All right, so that kind of shuffled things around a little bit. Now Kelly Dahl is going to be on point up on the high side. And what a guy to have behind him right there, TJ Buck. Great pusher. And, man, he is coming up through. Look at this. Kelly Dahl with a great run on that outside. TJ Buck just pushing the daylights out of him. I'm not sure if Kelly's going to drop it down. He's not quite clear enough to drop it down in front of Paul Servant. So he's going to stay high on the inside. The inside line comes back. Paul Servant. I'm not sure who's going to beat who to the line. It's going to be close here, folks. Man, I'm telling you, who's going to lead the very first lap of this race? I think it's going to be Kelly Dahl. He gets a great run on that outside. And there's a bonus point much needed. Oh, yeah, the bumper hook on these cars are freaking horrendous. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Well, they don't line up. I mean, if you look at the nose on that car, it takes a kind of a slope down, kind of like a wedge type thing, and it gets right up under the back of the car ahead of you and lifts it off the ground. So, yeah, there's a big one there. All right, Paul Servant's got a little bit better run this time. Kelly Dahl comes back, though, going to deny Paul from leading a lap here and getting a bonus point. Maybe not. Yeah, he did. He just led the second lap. That was much closer, too. Alex Kinsler in 6th place. Right behind him, Todd Post, and Todd started dead last on the field, already up to 7th. The guys in the back there, Dana went to the back there after that blinking at the beginning of the race. So he was back here with his teammate, Daniel Jackson. Those two Daniel Jackson likes to ride toward the back for the first part of this race, and we'll see him up there when the time comes. So he is our points leader coming into tonight, so that means a lot right there. Back up front, Paul Servant still has not led a lap. Kelly Dahl has denied him both laps so far, and I think Kelly's going to do it again. He gets another lap led. Boy, that outside line is really moving enough to get by the leader, and at the right time when they come to the checker, or come to the line, I should say. Picking up under him, Daniel Holloway. Good to see Daniel out there. Pretty much third place right now in the points, so he is really in a good spot right now. Only 7 points behind Daniel Jackson, and pretty much I would say pretty much guaranteed into the chosen 8. Yeah, pretty much. 7 point back. I don't think there's a threat of that unless he actually got wrecked out, but with the small of the field. And Paul Servant just led his first lap, collecting that bonus point. Here comes Daniel Jackson on the high side, gonna make it 3 wide. Him and Dana Osborne working together. Oh no, they got hooked. Oh my gosh. And they took out, oh my gosh. Oh my, yeah, took out Holloway. He just totally went airborne. Let's see this, folks. Unbelievable right here. Watch Holloway. Now these guys are teammates now. Remind yourself of that. Jackson, Osborne, and Holloway are teammates from Redline Racing. Now Jackson goes to the high side. Jackson and Osborne up there on the high side, and it looked like he got the bumper hook. Jackson did, and that sent Holloway, oh, look at this helicopter, and up over cars. Oh my gosh, and Daniel Jackson helicoptered too, so both of those guys going to get serious damage on their cars. Thankfully, they do have one reset. Yes, sir, one reset. Well, we got to talk to Daniel Jackson here and find out if he's okay. Daniel Jackson, are you okay? Daniel?
I think I am. I'm not sure.
You think you are, okay. Well, man, what a ride that was. It looked like you got a bumper hook off of Dana Osborne there, and that sent you down into Daniel Holloway. So 3 teammates racking up a pile up there. Man, that was not good.
Yeah, well, I think he a little bit contributed to maybe a little netcode because Dana was having connectivity issues at the beginning of the race. So
right.
I'm not sure if some of that, had that effect on it or not. But, we was just going to go up there and have fun, put on a show for everybody and everything. So, I mean, we just have to play, a little offense here and kind of keep it to the end now.
Well, you got to reset, so it's really not that big of a deal. But now you're going to have to tiptoe around here for the rest of the race.
Right. I'm not sure about the damage, but like you said, I'll have a reset, and I'm half bet it's going to go green for a little while. So I'm probably going to have to just go ahead and take it here, and just kind of take it easy for the rest of the race, so I can be there at the end.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right, well, we'll let you get back at it, and sorry about the bad luck there, but let's see if you can come back from that, Daniel.
I appreciate you guys.
All right. Okay, so he's going to be restarting back in 9th now using his reset, and they give Trenton Johnson the lead. The first one off of pit road's going to be Paul Servant. Trenton stayed out, wants to lead a lap, but he technically has not led a lap yet. All right, Trenton's going to come down pit road. He's still technically, yeah, oh, he did lead 1 lap. Okay, so he does get a bonus point. He is not in the chase at all, not one of the chase drivers, but that gives Paul Servant the lead back. Kelly Dahl, again, starting on the outside. TJ Buck, 3rd. Todd Poston up to 4th place. Alex Kinsler, 5th. Chris Akers, 6th. Dan Harrington, 7th. Donald Bennett, 8th. And Donald got into the inside pit wall there. Not sure what happened or what transpired out of that, but he's okay. Lights are out. We're going green next time by. All right, I got a surprise guest in the booth, Josh Medlock, joining us from chat there and helping us out. Josh, thanks.
No, not a problem. You know, there ain't very many cars out here, but these K&N cars are fun to race in. And just sitting there watching it, I couldn't take any more of it, so I decided, you know what the heck, I'm going to come up here and enjoy the race with everybody out there. These cars are fun, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep. Oh, yeah, they are. You just got to be, man, you got to be awful careful, you know, getting up there and trying to give somebody a little bump draft.
Oh, that's for sure. Lightest tap, and, well, we can see what happens.
Yep. Well, get them going, Josh, if you're all set and ready.
Oh, I'm already ready. I was actually just trading paints, you know, fired up and ready to go. But looks like the pace car is going to dive off below that yellow line. That number 3 of Paul Servant's going to hold him back. It's got the 99 on that high side of Kelly Dahl. So they're going to go 2 by 2 here. The start-finish line is just at the exit of pit road. So they got to go all the way pretty much around to take the green flag. Coming through the tri-oval now. Green flag will be coming back out here in just a second. Green flag is back out. We are back underway here.
Yeah, pretty good start by everybody. I've been watching Todd Poston. I watch for him to get up there. And, you know, with him now working with Chris Akers, boy, that could be a deadly combination between those two because they're both excellent drivers and pushers.
When you get a good driver and a good driver, or a good pusher and a good pusher together, well, that good driver or the good pusher can make that good pusher ahead of him a very good driver.
Oh, yes, that's right. Paul Servant. With the Captain Crunch, TJ Buck right behind Paul Servant, now pushing him out there in front.
I'm going to be a little biased here and go with my favorite paint scheme in that 350. How about that?
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. Alex Kinsler, yeah. Not a bad choice. He's a good racer. Excellent racer. Yes, sir.
You know, we talk about not very many drivers out here, Rudy, but still, you know, 12 drivers out here in the K&N cars. They're still tightly packed up for the most part here early on. Still going to make for some great racing and some great competition, and we can still have a few cautions. We've already had one.
Yeah. Well, Kinsler jumps up to the high side there. I see they are in TeamSpeak together, but I'm not sure if they are working together. I'm just going to assume that they are. So, but Kelly Dahl drops it down in front of Paul Servant and takes over the lead. That leaves the high side open to Todd Poston.
Todd and Kelly up here going side by side still. Can't forget about the guys in the back, though.
Oh, no.
Daniel Jackson, definitely. Dana Osborne. You know,
see, those guys, they hooked each other there on that last bet. Man, yeah. Oh, man. Now that put Dana Osborne a lap down. Or no, I'm sorry, not Dana Osborne. I'm sorry, Daniel Holloway is a lap down now. But he'll get his lap back.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a big deal. But he's mixed in with the group here, just staying with them. He's the only one a lap down, so he'll get his lap back. Here comes Todd Poston. He does take the point now and leads his first lap of the race. And look out, because here comes Chris Akers on the high side with Alex Kinsler. And Paul Savant goes up there, and so does TJ Buck. Oh my gosh, they're dancing all around here looking for the lane they want to be in. And Chris Akers takes it to the bottom. That leaves the high side for Alex Kinsler.
Yeah, that number 4 taking over the lead here currently.
And Chris hasn't led a lap yet. He would really like to lead this one here and get a bonus point, but it doesn't look like Kinsler is going to let him. Kinsler is going to lead that lap, and he collects a bonus point.
Wow, that was close, too.
Yeah, it was real close. 33 one-thousandths of a second. All right, Chris comes back a little bit here on the bottom. Todd making sure he's sticking by him there, but he's got to make sure he doesn't overheat that car, because he's got a small opening for the radiator. It doesn't take a whole lot for these cars to overheat.
Yeah, and ooh, a little bit of swerving going back here with the 82 of Dan Harrington and the 84 of TJ Buck.
Yep. All right. Kinsler gets another run here on the high side, pushed by Paul Servant. And it looks like Kinsler's gonna lead another lap. I think he led that lap. Yes. And he's gonna back out of it here. Oh my gosh, there's a whole pile up right there. I don't know what happened, why that happened or anything, but let's go back and take a look at this. Kinsler bobbled or something here. He went to the high side to let Paul Servant go by. I really don't know what exactly happened here.
Could have been some net code there too.
Okay, they crossed the line and he took the point, and he stays high. Paul Servant goes up the middle, and this is where it starts getting a little hairy right here now. Harrington comes up on the back of Kinsler, and it looks like, oh, Harrington lost it right there. That's what happened. Okay. Harrington loses it, gets into the 99, puts him up the hill. Kelly Dahl into, oh, this collected all of them. TJ Buck, Alex Kinsler. Well, now, I think, oh, and Donald Bennett got a piece of that, too. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
TJ Buck actually tagged the 82, which sent the 82 down into the 99, and then the 99 into the 850. Yeah, a chain reaction.
Oh, yeah.
I think 3 or 4 cars might have made it through that.
Dang, I'm telling you. Well, I think after pit stops here, because I know there's some guys that are probably trying to make it back to pit road. Kelly Dahl is coming to pit road right now. His car is just so tore up he can't continue. Alex Kinsler already on pit road using his reset. And there we go. Kelly Dahl just used his reset. So now these guys are chase drivers, and you know, it's kind of a given that these top 8 are already locked in. Dan Harrington, I think, is pretty much. I don't think he can mathematically make it in. You know, but the top 8, I think, are pretty much locked in. So it's really, tonight's just kind of more of a fun night tonight, I think. You know, it's going to be for anything. But the leader, Chris Akers, is bringing them to pit road. So I wanted to get a word in with Kelly Dahl. He's coming off pit road already. So let's see if we can talk to him. There he is. Kelly Dahl, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, innocent victim in that whole ordeal there, Kelly. Man, oh man, what did you see happen? Did you see anything, or did it happen so quick you didn't even get a chance?
I had no idea. All I heard was from my teammates was a car drop down in front of them. They ended up, one of them had to lift, which caused the other to get back into them, and suddenly they just turned into me, and before I knew it, I was sideways into the wall and then upside down.
Oh my gosh. Well, you got to use your reset now. lap 16, you really, I know that's kind of probably earlier than what you anticipated using it, but how's the car feeling out there? What's the draft like?
Draft's fine. Cars are kind of junk because they get hot without even a second thought. You get behind another car, and within a blink of an eye, you're at 240 degrees on your oil temp. So, I mean, these things overheat so fast. So it's really the name of the game is to try to find that clean air so you can keep those temps low.
Well, now it's pretty much a given that you top 8 are already locked into next week. Frank Scovern's not here. Dane Harrington, I don't think mathematically could make it in unless. Well, there ain't even a big enough field here for him to mathematically make it in. So I think you top 8 are already locked into next week in the chosen 8. So I think tonight's just going to be kind of a fun night. I think you guys just try to maybe get as many points as you can and just have a little fun out there. You guys come back here to Talladega next week with the Xfinity cars. So that's a much better car to drive, isn't it, than this K&N car?
Oh yeah, I love racing those Xfinity cars. The only thing is you have to be real careful on those green flag stops. You've got to take tires at least right sides, because if you take no tires, those things are like driving on ice. Last week I decided to try to chance it on our last green flag stop, took no tires and was pretty much half throttling all the way onto the back straight. It wasn't until I got into 4th gear and was actually starting to get up to speed that I was actually able to firmly put my foot down. Yep.
Well, what's the Tim Hortons? What's that? Is that a burger joint or?
Buddy.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the biggest coffee chain in Canada, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. I'm not a Canadian. I don't know these things. Well, go ahead.
Well, I got the coffee and the Timbits on the side of the car.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not that close to see it, but we'll have fun out there tonight, Kelly. That's what it's going to be all about. Having some fun, try to get some points, but going into next week, being the chosen 8, the points are all going to be reset again, so it's all going to be different again. And I think, or do they carry over the points?
I have honestly no idea if they carry over or not. That's why I'm kind of just trying to do as well as I can tonight, just in case they do carry over, just so I have those points in hand.
Yeah. Well, you're only 11 points out of the lead right now, so I mean, you can still, and the worst you could finish here would be 12th. That's only 12 points, so you're not going to lose a whole bunch, So, but you got some laps led, so you got a bonus point out of the way.
Yeah, I've been running pretty well up front. Now I'm going to be a little bit further back after that wreck, and I just pit one more time to kind of just top off the tank. But now we're going to be sitting in 10th, and luckily it is a small field, so it's not too many cars I have to pass to get myself back up to the front.
All right, well, good luck out there, Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, Kelly Dahl going to be restarting back in 10th.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys that had to use their reset on that one.
Oh, yeah. I kind of figured as much.
Yeah, well, just think about it. If everybody has to use their reset, then everybody hopefully will be, a little bit easier on the loud pedal and not racing so hard.
You would think. That's in the real world now. We're in a sim here now.
Well, I know. They can always come back and, next week. But thing about it is, man, with these chase drivers, they really want to get a win because that would, definitely help them, for the final 4 or the chosen 8. I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, the chosen 8. Yeah, so.
Well, Paul Servant's back out front. Todd Poston, Chris Akers, Donald Bennett, 4th, and I think Kinsler. I'm not sure. I guess Kinsler's in 5th. Yep. It looks like Dana Osborne come to pit road, maybe to top off that fuel. That's not a bad choice because, he could be on a different fuel strategy. They're only running 70% fuel here. So that could give him a little bit of an edge there, at least maybe to get up there and lead a lap and collect a bonus point maybe after a caution.
And these cars don't get the best of fuel mileage as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about 30, right around the 30 laps, they're going to have to come in, so, and that's just an estimate because I really don't know what kind of mileage these guys get. All right, lights are out. We're going green next time by, Josh.
Yes, sir. Got some guys coming off of pit road here, and it looks like everybody's coming back out onto the track now. So, only driver a lap down is now TJ Buck, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some guys, and TJ is going to be the only car a lap down now. We were concerned there before it was Dana Osborne was going to be a lap down, but he's back on the lead lap now. But now TJ Buck is a lap down. Wow. Well, he was pretty tore up.
Yeah.
He's not concerned though. He'll be back up there.
And that Captain Crunch machine went to be a crunched machine.
Yes,
Thank
he
God.
did.
Thank God for the reset.
Yep. All right, so I guess it's single file restart in the back or something. I'm not sure how they're doing that. I think it is. But ready to go back green here. Paul Servant, Todd Poston. Todd started dead last and now running in second.
Those two guys up front got a target on their back right now.
Oh, yeah. Here they go. Pace cars heading to pit road. A little ways around the tri-oval here.
Well, look how close that number 4 is to Paul Servant.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Chris Akers is ready to go. He's got a new thing on the back of his car. We'll get to look at it here, but green is out. We're underway here at Talladega, folks. I wanted to look at the back of his car. He said he made a change. He put an old school paint job on his car and put something on the back. I'm not sure. Oh, not sorry, Reese's. Yeah, there we go. Not sorry, Reese's. He said he wanted everybody to see that on the back of his car. So there it is.
Well, and he just left that number 3 and went to the high side, and he's giving that 31 one heck of a push.
Oh, yes, he is. And those two are teammates. They're working together there, so they're going, man. Part of the NSRA group. And they are, man, look at that. You talk about taking it out there strong. I'll tell you, Chris Akers, both of those guys are excellent drivers and pushers. Again, I hate to keep repeating myself, but they are excellent drivers and pushers. So is Paul Servant, you know, and Donald Bennett. This field, these are all the best of the best right out here in this league right now, and that's why they are in the points, because they're all great drivers out here.
Oh yeah.
Want to point out here, Trenton Johnson, another one of my favorite paint jobs out there in the Interstate Batteries car. Awesome, kind of a throwback to the K&N cars. Love that car. I was always a big
Bobby Labonte.
Bobby Labonte, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was always a Bobby Labonte fan. I always liked him when he was racing.
Either Bobby or Terry, but I think it was Bobby's.
Bobby.
paint.
Terry he ran the Kellogg's cornflake car.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that 21 on that high side has found the 3.
Yes, he has.
Oh, be careful, guys.
They are teammates.
Well, we've already seen teammates wreck teammates.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Servant is second place in points, and Holloway is third in points. So definitely want to grab as many points, because I'm not sure if the points reset next week or if they carry over. I can't really tell you. I don't know. Some leagues do it different.
Yeah, who's the league owner?
Ted Manning. And apparently he was having internet problems or something. I don't know. I'd seen him streaming earlier on Facebook, but apparently he's having internet problems now. I don't know.
Well, yeah, Manning Electric, yeah.
But
I should have thought of it.
Yeah. But Jason's here officiating tonight, Jason Allison, so that's good. All right, Servant, Akers, and Holloway. Todd Poston leading. Here goes Paul Servant back to the front. On the outside, getting a big push from Holloway. Holloway's telling him, hang on, because here we go.
Got Dana
And-
Osborne.
Wow, look at that. Getting down there, getting side draft off of Todd Poston.
That's the thing about these cars.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, really tight there. And it looked like I don't know if Todd led that or Paul led that.
I think Todd might have.
It was pretty close.
Yeah. What I was saying about Dana Osborne and Daniel Jackson, I believe, back here drafting off of one another.
Right.
And they've got a pretty clear view. If something happens up front, they can kind of slow down.
Wow, look at this. I mean, you talk about Paul Servant taking a chance getting out of. Oh, I don't know if there was contact there or not, but that was really close.
Yeah,
I know
it might have been.
Paul was trying to get side draft off of Todd Poston there, but that's a little ridiculous. You know what I usually do when somebody does that to me? They go for a ride into the wall. Don't side draft off me that close.
Yeah, he actually glitched inside the car on my screen.
Yeah.
So that could have been bad for the whole field there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to watch from Holloway here. Right in the pack. Yeah, that's I mean, I'm all for getting side draft off of somebody, but gosh, you got to leave a little room there in between them. I mean, if Todd Poston even bobbles a little bit, he's going to get right into Paul Servant.
Yeah, for
And,
sure.
Yeah, Servant gets a little shot there from Holloway.
And number 3 will lead that.
Yeah, I think he was clear, but he didn't want to leave his teammate, and that's good. You don't want to leave your teammate. Never leave your wingman. You know. I know these guys. They get to the lead and they drop down in front. And although Holloway could use the point, I don't think he's got a. No, he has not led a lap yet today, so he could really use a bonus point.
Yeah, but the 21's going to have to watch out. Keep air in that radiator.
Yeah.
Keep it cool. Whoa, 35 off the track.
That was Donald Bennett. He's going to go to the back of that pack really quick. And if he's not careful, he could lose that draft. He's falling like a rock right now. 0.8 of a second behind Daniel Jackson, so he may be losing the draft. Servant, Poston. We're a third of the way through the race right now, and Todd Poston again out front.
The 84, excuse me, of TJ Buck, who is a lap down. He has caught the pack. He is now behind the 54. I think it's the 54. No, now the 82.
Yeah,
the
he's
82 dropped down.
Daniel Harrington. Yep.
So he's right there.
Yes, sir. TJ Buck. And then behind them is Daniel Jackson. And he picks up his teammate Dana Osborne. But that leaves Donald Bennett. He's out here with no help right now. Oh, man, what a bummer. But, all they need is a caution here. He'll get caught right back up.
Yeah, he'll be right there. And I believe here in about 10, 12, 15 laps or so, maybe 20 laps, they're gonna have to come down pit road. They pitted, what was it, on lap 18 roughly, somewhere around in there?
Along in there. They've got about 12 laps on right now. The Kelly Dahl pitted and Dan Harrington pitted late. Dana Osborne and Daniel Jackson. So these guys can stay out about 2 more laps than the leaders.
Okay.
But they're probably 17 laps away, maybe somewhere along in there from having to come down pit road.
So around the lap 40, I would say 45 to 48 mark then.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Paul Servant drops it down in front, leaving his teammate Daniel Holloway up there by himself. Harrington closing up on him, TJ Buck. And I think Holloway was okay with that because he wants to get up there and lead a lap. He wants that bonus point. And, with Paul being in front of him, that wasn't giving him the opportunity to get up there and lead a lap. But that outside line right now is just not moving. That well, you know.
Now it's falling apart. It looks like Daniel Holloway in the 21 has fell back. He's lost about 4 spots. They can get some more cars up there on that high side, that second line. They may be able to push back up or get a little side draft, just not as close as they were doing it earlier, to get back up there.
They started making a little headway there, but here they go. Maybe he's going to get it now. Holloway comes up on the outside, down the backstretch. Good run so far. Right along here with Daniel Holloway, you'll be able to see just exactly what's going on here and see if he can get there in time. And Servant comes up and tries to block that.
Ooh.
Man. Oh, are they 3 wide?
They're 3 wide.
Oh my gosh, and Todd Poston retakes the lead. They shuffle Paul Servant out in the middle.
Good thing about that number 3, though, is he has got the side draft on both cars, inside and outside, so he can stay up there. But
well, you know, that used to be make a big difference. That we called that the sucker hole, because you could go right up that middle. Oh yeah, you could be, you know, 3 or 4 mile an hour faster than the guys on the outside or the inside. But anymore, it's kind of evened out a little bit. I haven't seen it be that big of a, you know, sucker hole. Just somebody blew up. Oh,
that was the
Chris Akers.
Chris Akers' engine just let go.
Oh my gosh! And I don't think he has a reset left. Oh no, Chris. Well, it's like them guys were saying. You only get like a 1-second warning. Oh no. Chris, you've got to be kidding me. Yep, Chris, you got to be kidding me, Akers, right there. Well, now we got Paul Servant, Daniel Holloway down on the bottom here in front of Todd Poston. Dan Harrington up on the high side. He could really use that lap lead to get a bonus point. He's getting a big push there from Kelly Dahl. I mean, I really don't think, even if I don't think all the bonus points he could get in the world would help him make it into that the round of 8. I really don't think it. He's so far out of the points, 45 points behind. I just don't think mathematically he could make it there.
See, is it a win you're in type of situation or no?
No, it's all on points, I believe.
Okay.
That would be a question for Jason, but I'm pretty sure that's you know, I don't think it's a win and you're in.
I know different leagues do different things, so I didn't know. Jason, I know you're in chat there, bud. So
yeah, it's all on points. I'm pretty sure.
Man, what a tough break for Akers.
Oh man, I'm telling you. Well,
he's coming back out.
Yeah, he's coming back out. So he must have had a reset left. He must have had a reset left.
I guess so.
Well, doggone. He's not out of it then by any means.
But he's fixing it.
He's still making it into the chase the next round, so that's not a big deal, you know. They're just going to have to, you know. And these guys, once they get away from these cars, they're done with these cars for the season. Next week they go to the Xfinity cars. And they got a much better radiator opening where they're not going to overheat so much. So, okay, we're probably 10 to 15 laps away from the next round of pit stops here. 10 or 12 laps.
We're getting close. Closer and closer by each lap, folks. I can math.
Yep, and they're coming up on, I think they're going to be coming up on Chris Akers here. He'll join in with them. He'll be 2 laps down. But, you know, in a super speedway race like this, it's really not that big of a deal, because it's easy to get right back on the lead lap with the cautions, if they have any. I mean, with this small of a field, you know, we may not see very many cautions.
He's about to get ate up with Paul Servant. These guys, they're flying down low.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's well off the pace here. And if he can get down there and get some side dirt, get some draft off of somebody, it might help him, but boy, they go by him with so much speed. It's hard for him to catch him. He's picking up a little bit. He's going to have to fall to the back here and fall in behind Daniel Jackson. And he's okay. I think he'll be all right now. He's got the draft. He's good to go. The one that's hurting the worst is, who's that? Donald Bennett. Oh, man. That's just horrible for him. He's out here just riding around by himself right now in 10th place. And he'll be the next one to get past because they're about maybe 10 seconds behind him. Yeah, they're just coming off of turn 4 right now, and he wasn't even into turn 1 yet.
Yeah, it's the speed differential from being in the draft aside of being by yourself is horrible.
Yes, it is.
These guys are pushing in the draft close to 200 mile an hour.
Alex Kinsler still in it. Like I said, these guys really got nothing to worry about out here tonight. You know, the top 8, because they're pretty much guaranteed. I'm not going to say guaranteed. That's a wrong choice word. It's pretty much a given that they're probably going to be making it into the next round. So out here just having a little fun right now. But next week when they come back to Talladega with the Xfinity cars, that's going to be the race that's going to be very important. Because then it's only 4 drivers move on from there for the finale. Paul Servant leading 21 laps so far. That's the most of anybody, I do know that. Well, Todd Poston's led 6. Kelly Dahl led 5. Alex Kinsler led 2. Let's see. I think that might have been it.
They're still doing
Akers,
2x2.
Yeah, Chris Akers led 1. Okay.
Chris Akers, okay, yeah.
And look at Chris Akers up there. He is 2 laps down, and look at him.
Yeah, he is.
How many cars has he passed to get there? Man, I'm telling you, a ton.
About 4 or 5 cars.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was even going to be able to hold on to the draft behind Daniel Jackson.
Well, he did.
Good job, man. I'm telling you. Guy's one heck of a racer.
I think he hit that NOS button. He said enough's enough.
All right, they're coming up on Donald Bennett. Now, Bennett should be able to join into with them guys the same as Chris Akers did. He gives them the inside line, and he stays a little bit high. He can fall right in behind them guys and use the draft. So coming up on him pretty quick. He's going to go to the high side, looks like. And these guys coming around here with a full head of steam.
Yeah, he's going to stay out of the way. He's going to let these guys go around. He may fall back in place, but he's got some heavy damage on that rear end.
Yeah, I've seen that. But he should be okay. I mean, if he can get in the draft here, he should be okay. And he's going to fall down in behind Daniel Jackson, so good. He should be able to pick up a ton of speed right there. He's still running in 11th. He's doing all right.
I'd say they got about 7 or 8 laps left before they start their green flag pit stops. And I say green flag hoping that they don't have a caution. So we'll see what happens.
Well, my concern right now is with Daniel Holloway. He's been riding a little bit closer to Paul Servant's back bumper, not letting a whole lot of air get into that radiator. So he's going to have to be extra careful here. Keep an eye on those temperatures, man. I'll tell you, if they start overheating, ooh, man.
And the, I don't know if they do it, but I know in real life racing, when they're drafting, you could see that water, that steam shooting up out of that vent.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that on these, but here you don't get no warning.
Right. Well, I can't really see his temperature gauges and stuff really good, so looks like his water is about 200 degrees. I'm not sure if that is accurate or not, because I don't know. They had that blocked for the longest time that you could not see a driver's gauges if you were watching a race. So I don't know if they've unblocked that now. I don't know. That would be kind of an advantage if somebody could actually tell you, you know, that was watching you. Say, hey, your water's overheating, back off. You know, that would kind of an advantage there. So I'm not sure if they've done that or not.
Ooh, well, number 4.
Dropped it down to the bottom quick there. Harrington going high. And that's going to leave Kelly Dahl in command of this outer line here. Harrington falls in behind. Kelly might have been getting a little warm there, riding in behind Harrington. If these guys could do that leapfrog or swap draft, I call it. You know. All right, here goes Holloway, going to get a point lead. That's what he wanted. Servant lets him go. Oh, he comes up in front of Servant. He might have told him he was getting hot or something there. I'm not sure, but Servant comes up with him. Kelly Dahl way up on the high side, working with TJ Buck. Looks like Holloway's not going to get up there in time. Todd Poston takes over the point.
Oh, the 21 drifting up.
Yes, sir. Boy, I'll tell you, these cars got to be getting a little bit squirrely out there right now on these older tires.
About 4 or 5 laps, they should be pitting. Question is, are they going to come down and, you know, all at one time? Or are they going to break it up? I know, you know, like you said, some of them can go a couple more laps. So they may run it until they can't run it no more.
You bet. Yeah, I don't know. Kelly Dahl coming back on the outside with a push from Dan Harrington. And those two are teammates. Kelly Dahl drops it down in front. That leaves Dan Harrington up on the high side. He has not led a lap yet. But look at the pusher he's got. TJ Buck, a lap down car, could push him up there and get him a point.
Hey, you got to work with anybody you can in a situation like this. And for the most part, they're all single file on that low side.
Well, he may not get it this lap. That was close. That was real close.
It looked like Kelly Dahl got that one.
Yep. Kinsler riding in 4th, and then we go back to Holloway. Donald Bennett in front of him, and working with Paul Servant, Dana Osborne. These guys all getting teamed up back here. Dana Osborne, Daniel Jackson. These guys are all teammates working together here. Kelly Dahl to the front. Yeah, we're rooting for Kinsler too there, Eric. Yeah. Man, low car count here tonight, Eric. Man. Really low, 12 drivers. Everybody's still in it, but a lot of resets have already been used. Take a look at the cautions. I think we had 2 cautions. Yeah, 2 cautions.
Yeah, 2 cautions.
So far. 15 lead changes. We got 31 to go. They should be getting pretty close to making that final pit stop here anytime now. Yeah, probably in the next lap or 2, 3, somewhere along in there, we may see some of them coming in.
And we've got them coming in now. Some's coming in. That back group decided to split off.
Oh, there you go. Because they can make it from here on fuel, say.
Oh!
Yep. Dane Osborne runs off a little bit there. Well, that means this other group up in the front here will be coming in pretty quick, too. Like I said, Kelly Dahl and these guys, they pitted... They waited and stayed out there or come in on the one to go and topped off their tanks so they can get like an extra couple laps of fuel. So this is really going to spread the field out a little bit, but they'll get back together the way them guys run. They will get back together. But now this is going to be bad news for TJ Buck, Donald Bennett, and Chris Akers. And here they come. They're all coming in together.
This whole group's coming in. Get it woed down, guys.
Yeah, get her woed down. Good, safe pit stop. Look at that. That's the way it's done right there. Yes, sir. That was pretty awesome. Well, out front is going to be Daniel Jackson after these guys make their pit stops. Daniel Jackson, Daniel Holloway, Trenton Johnson, and Paul Servant These four all pitted together, but they left their teammate, Dana Osborne, must have had some issues on pit road.
Unsafe pit entry might have been.
Yep, that's a 15-second penalty.
Yep, because when he come in, he hit that cone, so...
Yep. All these guys all coming off pit road now, trying to get up to speed here before that group comes around. All the way, and boy, they're coming around quick here, so they are going to pass them up before they can get up to speed. Oh, they're trying like crazy here to get up to speed.
Battle of the Daniels up here.
Kelly Dahl, Todd Poston, Alex Kinsler, and then it's quite a way back to Daniel Holloway. He's about 2.3 seconds back, but this is a big group of cars here that are going to be working together to reel in those leaders. So, but man, that was a pretty amazing pit stop there by Kelly Dahl and his group.
Oh yeah, for sure. 12.1 second stop roughly by Kelly Dahl. 12.0 roughly by Todd Poston.
These guys are coming. They're not quite in where they can feel that draft yet, but with four of them in that pack, they are starting to close in here. They're gaining a couple of tenths a lap, so it won't be long and we'll have a bigger pack up in the front leading. Dan Harrington in this other group back here. Now he's working with a couple of lap cars. He's got TJ Buck, Chris Akers, and Donald Bennett working with him back here. Dan still never got to lead a lap today, so that's not going to help him out in the points. He actually needed that, but like I said, mathematically, I still don't think he could make it in.
Daniel Harrington, I've been watching his speeds. He's in between the them drivers back here. Currently running in 8th. 202 mile an hour is what he hit.
Yeah.
84, 82, and 4 altogether.
Yep. Yeah, they're starting to close up on that group ahead of them. They're about 1.2 seconds behind Daniel Jackson. They're not gaining really all that much, but they are gaining a little bit. Holloway and these guys are right there, though. They have caught up to Kinsler, and Servant's going to push him around the outside here. Now, Servant's got to be extra careful watching for that radiator to get hot, too.
Mm-hmm. It'll definitely sneak up on you.
Well, he's got Holloway up ahead. Holloway has not led a lap yet today. Could really use this bonus point. Third in the point, 7 points behind Daniel Jackson, his teammate. Kelly Dahl's trying to deny him of leading a lap, but boy, that outside line does get a pretty good run. Let's see who's going to get who at the line. Holloway with a little bit of a head. Got a fender, and Holloway gets his first bonus point of the race. Very good.
He'll take it. I call these.
Joseph doesn't run in this league.
I call these cars the screaming meanies. Get a bunch of them out here, and it just sounds like a bunch of machines, which they are. They're machines, but just going all at one time.
Oh yeah.
I still think my favorite out of iRacing, my favorite vehicle is the trucks. I think that's my favorite one.
Well, it seems to be the most popular mod. You know, the most popular vehicle, the trucks are used to be. And now I think since the build there last month, I think the Holloway gets hooked. No caution. No caution so far. And Paul Servant takes over the lead. Man, just a bumper hook there looked like from Kelly Dahl. dreadful bumper hook. Golly, man, we hate that for him. Poor Holloway. Well, he did get a bonus point, you know, so he's locked in. I think he's pretty much locked into the chase here for the next round. That kind of hurt Daniel Jackson a little bit. Now he's going to have to fall to the back of this group. Trenton Johnson now second place. He comes up here with Paul Servant following him up through. But good job for Trenton. He has not led a lap yet today.
I went back and took a look at it. And it
Oh,
was,
yes, he did lead a lap. Oh, okay.
It was just a little bumper hook by the 99.
Yep.
All it
It's
was.
going to happen. Let's see. Where is Holloway now? He's back here all by himself. I mean, he didn't get any damage or anything. That's a good thing. But now he's got nobody to work with. Golly, man. Poor guy got up there and led a couple of laps and then gets bumper hooked. And we got a brand new leader, Kinsler. He gets around. Boy, look at that big push there from Chris Akers. Wow, big push. And again, Chris Akers gets dumped off. Poor guy, man, I'm telling you.
I don't
That's
think I
right.
would want to.
Huh?
I don't think I would want to be in the lead right now with these bumper hooks happening.
Well, they are in the window here. They can make it the rest of the way. So,
3 wide.
Yep, 3 wide. Chris Akers up on the high side. And it looks like he's trying to get Todd Poston to go up there with him. I think he's really trying to get Todd up there. They kind of wanted to shuffle Paul back, I think. And I think right now Todd just finally got I think he got the memo on that. And they did pass up Dana Osborne. So that puts Dana Osborne a lap down. Oh. Paul Servant stuck in the middle there. Nobody to work with. But like you said, he is getting side draft off of the inside and the outside. And that's what's kind of keeping him just kind of neutral right now. He's not really losing or gaining anything. But man, look at that on the outside. Chris Akers. And he dumps off Todd Poston. Oh, poor Todd.
We're seeing a lot of dumping here tonight.
Yeah. Well, everybody does that to Chris, you know. So hey, he figured, hey, you guys want to dump me off all the time? I'll just start dumping you guys off. You know? Well, he's out here now. That he does, it puts him into the 1 lap down category here, being just ahead of the leaders. So if a caution would come out right now, he would probably he would be back on the lead lap. But we are at 20 to go right now, folks. 20 laps to go.
They don't stop weaving back and forth
Oh,
and
man.
getting door to door with each other. We're going to have another caution.
Oh man, I'm telling you, no doubt. Todd Poston up there working with Dan Harrington. Like I said, Harrington, he's not going down without a fight. I can tell you that. He's going to try to get as many points as he can. 45 points behind the leader, though. I just don't think it's mathematically he can make it in, but still, he's not going down without a fight.
Well, and, I heard it many times by somebody by the name of Rudy Cummings. If it'll go, you know.
That's right. That's right. If the wheels turn, get that baby out there on the track. You got it.
Because you never know what's going to happen. You could be a lap or 2 down, come back and win the race, you know.
Yes, sir. TJ Buck technically is the first car lap down, so he would be the wave by, even though Chris Akers would get an automatic wave by, but that's not going to happen now because Todd Poston drops down in front of him. And again, they leave Paul Servant up there in the middle, but he does have a teammate coming up through, Dana Osborne coming up through the middle, going to help him out.
Yeah, that number 8 Navy machine. Gonna bring that ship right up there, right to his bumper.
Yes, sir. He is a lap down, but now he's the first car lap down because he passed up TJ Buck. And Chris Akers goes to the high side. Is he going to help Paul Servant? Nope. Paul says, no, we're going to stick you in the middle like you did to me. Thank you very much. And Paul Servant and Dana Osborne work the outside. There's Donald Bennett. He just come in. He is out of the race. Donald. Oh.
Yep.
Heck. He disconnected that quick. Why would he
Yeah.
disconnect?
I have no
Okay.
idea.
Okay. Well, I was going to talk to him. Todd Poston continuing to lead. Now, Todd's not in the chase.
Todd Poston.
Yeah, he's not in the chase, but he's out here. He's going for the W. You know, that's what a lot of drivers, they don't really care about the points and stuff like that. They just jump league to league and like to just go out there and get them wins, you know?
Yeah, getting those wins, man. I still yet to get a win in a league. Got one win on iRacing, and I retired.
Well, it looks good on your resume, you know, when you got a bunch of wins, you know, it looks good on your resume, you know, and that's what these guys do it for. Kinsler sitting there in second. Well, Paul Servant got shuffled out on that outside. Look at that line going up the middle. Dan Harrington. And, man, I'll tell you what, Dan better be careful right there in the middle because, you know, I've been watching him. He's been staying on the bumper of Chris Akers. That's not giving a whole lot of air in that radiator.
No, it's not. They're going to be coming up on a lap car here, it looks like.
That's Holloway.
Holloway.
You know, yeah, that's one of their teammates. And he joins the ranks of a lap down. But he is in here with his teammates, even if he can't win it. He's still in it. He's third in points. He's on to the next round. There ain't no getting around it. Like I said, them top 8 are pretty much locked in. The only one that's really kind of, I don't think can make it in is Dan Harrington.
Yeah, man, that's a tough break for Dan, too.
Yep.
But, you know, we don't know mathematically he's probably not going to make it. But then again, we don't know how they do the points either, you know.
I'm not sure either. Trenton Johnson having a good run there in the throwback Interstate Battery car. Go Bobby Labonte throwback paint scheme. Chris Akers on the high side. Go ahead.
Every time you say Chris Akers, I want to call him Green Acres.
Yeah. I tell you, what a driver, man. One of my favorite drivers out there, and he knows it. I told him earlier, I said, I'm probably one of your biggest fans, Chris. And he said usually his dad watches. His dad is very adamant about tuning in. I told him, I said, well, make sure that he, logs in too, and he can send a chat in there. Well, he does have an account, but I have not seen him say anything lately.
Roll up here.
So he does have an account. Harrington, Todd Poston at it here in the front. Chris Akers might be just saying to himself, well, you know, if I can't get the win here tonight, I'll just help my buddy out here, Todd Poston. They are teammates and working together.
And they're doing some swap drafting here. We've seen it for the last couple of laps.
Yep.
You know, the 31 will push some, and then the 4 will get behind him. But they got to be careful, too, because you open that door up, and they're going to put that nose in there.
And Kinsler's also with them, too. I believe he's kind of joined forces with these guys and working with them. So, and Paul Servant coming up on the outside, making it 3 wide. We're getting down to 12 to go this time by. We're starting to close that window up pretty good here, Josh, to where it's time to go.
Yeah, you're going to have to make moves now and keep those moves being made because, well, once it gets down to the final lap, I have a feeling we're going to see these guys even make some more moves like they're doing now, but a little bit more aggressively.
Yep. Yep, Paul's there trying to get some side draft off of Kelly Dahl. I don't know, Paul, he takes more chances than I would, I can tell you that. But he's a much more experienced driver than I am, too, you know. But he takes some chances that I wouldn't take. I'll tell you, he trusts them drivers. Coming right down there and getting that side draft like that, all it takes is a little bobble, and somebody's going to hook you and send you around, you know.
Yep.
Good thing is I think he's got all his he's got his reset. So
yeah, well that helps out too. I know a lot of guys have a mindset of if it'll fit, I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll never forget, a friend of mine told me one time, if you can get half of your hood in there, just half the width of it, okay? You put your nose in there and go, just half the width. And I'll tell you what, it worked, because I brought home a win.
Are they four? They're 4 wide.
Oh, yeah, look at this. 4 wide at Talladega, baby. Yeah! Todd Poston stuck down there. Oh, my gosh. Oh, there's going to be a wreck. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a wreck. There it is.
There it goes.
Harrington. Oh, yep, there it is. Caution out. Oh, my gosh. I told you. I knew something wasn't going to work out too good. When they went 4 wide like that, it was not going to end well.
No, 4 wide never ends well.
No. Even though the track's capable of doing it, we get that, but it, like I said, there's so much air around these cars, and they bobble a little bit, and you see Todd Poston there. He's on the outside of Chris Akers. Paul Servant comes down in front of Dan Harrington. This is where it starts getting a little shaky right here. Harrington kind of wiggles up. Kelly Dahl up into Dana Osborne, back down the hill. And it could have been a little net coating there, I think, between Todd Poston and Dan Harrington.
Yeah, I believe that started with net code, and then it just chain react from there.
Oh, my. Yep. Well, lights are out, folks. Good Lord. Chris Akers into that. Trenton Johnson. Let's catch up with Trenton here. He got spun around. Dan Harrington, of course. Donald Bennett, he was right into the mix of that. Or, I'm sorry, not Donald Bennett. Todd Poston, my bad, sorry. Their cars almost look alike to me. Daniel Jackson caught up in it. And TJ Buck. But now TJ, he's able to continue on through the grass here, so that's a good thing. Kelly Dahl, his car's pretty tore up now. Gosh.
Now look at Alex Kinsler's MSTV machine. He's got some heavy damage.
Yep. Well, a lot of them are coming to pit road to see if there's any chance that they can get them fixed up. Maybe somebody's got a reset saved. I don't know. Well, let's see if we can get a word. How about we get a word in with TJ Buck? What do you think?
Sounds good.
Well, I'll tell you what. Better yet, hold on a minute. Let's try it. How about Daniel Jackson? Let's see if we can talk to Daniel Jackson. Daniel Jackson, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, Daniel, what a horrendous wreck that was, man. That gathered up a whole bunch of you. What's that going to do for you now?
Well, I have about a minute of damage. I tried to get out of it. I don't know what happened. I just saw a car in front of me get sideways, and I just tried to roll out of it, and I just got clipped.
Well,
and I was just trying to nurse it back home anyways, but we'll see. We got a minute of damage. I don't know. Last few weeks back, I had a little bit of damage, and I was even able to stay in the draft. But I don't know with these K&N cars. They're a little bit different. So we'll see.
Well, you top 8 are pretty much locked into the next round. They're the chosen 8. So I mean, tonight kind of pretty much was more for fun than anything. But points are still going to matter. I think the points do carry over, don't they?
Well, see, I'm not 100% sure on that, but my win last week, it's got to put a little cushion, on it, because I did have a 4-second lead, or not 4-second. I had a 4-point lead on the field, so maybe it won't hurt me too much. Maybe I can get in the top 8 here.
Oh, you'll be in the top 8. There's no doubt about it. No doubt. Yeah, you're going to be in there. The one that's on that kind of, I don't really think mathematically could make it in, and it's just my opinion. I don't think Dan Harrington's going to make it in. And Frank Scovlin's not here, so it looks like you top 8 up there are going to be the ones that are going to be racing it out, so you're not out of it by any means. You're going on to the next round.
Right. Hopefully, this is the last bit of bad luck I have this season. Actually,
Yes, sir.
It's been a season of up and down for sure.
Okay, now you guys go to the Xfinity cars back here at Talladega next week. Are you going to be happy to make that transition from the K&N over to the Xfinity?
Oh man, you know, last two races with the Xfinity, I've gotten wins with, so I'm pretty excited about that. You know, so I got a lot to look forward to. So yeah, past two.
All right, brother.
That's my good luck charm.
Yep. Well, we're gonna wish you good luck here tonight. So go get them and do the best you can, anyhow.
All right, appreciate you.
All right. All right. So Daniel Jackson coming back in to see if he can get more damage fixed up on that. And boy, I'll tell you what, it's turning out to be a nail biter here at the very end, folks. Yes, a nail biter. Paul Servant, Odd Poston, Trenton Johnson, Kelly Dahl, and Dan Harrington. That is your top 5.
I still wouldn't count out the other guys.
Oh, no. Now, Kelly Dahl's got a little bit of damage on his car, but, you know, track position is going to mean a lot for him here. You know, he surely wouldn't want to come in and get that checked out to see if there's how much damage was on it, but I think he does have a little bit on the rear. Yeah, got a little bit on the left rear there, and a little bit on the right rear. But I think he'd be all right if he stays in the draft.
If he loses the draft by some sheer mistake, it's really gonna hurt him.
Yep. Well, we're gonna have probably 5 or 6 laps. I'm not sure. 5 or 6 laps here to get this decided. So, Josh, I'm going to let you get them going this time.
I can do that. Yeah, they still haven't taken the one to go yet. I imagine that'll be this time by.
Yeah. And there will be no more cautions after this, because when they get inside the 6 to go, there's no more caution. The cautions your cautions are admin thrown.
Oh, okay. So what if the whole field wrecks? Is it just whoever can make it back?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's what he does. You know, they did that this year, and it's Jason throws the cautions. And I got another league that's doing that now, too. They like that idea.
Yeah.
Actually, just having an admin sitting there and watching the field and throwing the caution.
Well, if you only have one car spin and they're not in the way of the other cars, well, there's really no point. Now, I could see it on a short track because it's, you know, that's so compact. But one car spin at a Talladega, we've seen it happen tonight. No caution was thrown. But when you get, you know, 7, 8 cars in a wreck at Dega, 90% of the time you're going to have them on the track. So I could see where Jason and these guys and the other leagues throw them themselves. I can see it.
Well, it's all just pretty much for points here tonight and having some fun. Because, you know, like I said, I think the top 8 are pretty much locked in. And Paul Servant looking to get another win. I think this will be win number 4 of the season, I think, if I remember correctly.
I don't have any of that information. This was a last-minute ordeal for me to jump in here.
It should be on the points. If you click on the MESS League just above us in the broadcast booth there, the points are over to the right.
Okay.
You can look at the points there, and you can see. I think if he wins tonight, I think this will be his 4th win, I think.
Well, let's go take a look and see. I believe, from what I'm looking at here, if Paul Servant wins, it'll be his 5th win.
Oh, his 5th win. Oh,
his 5th win. Yep.
Okay. See, I was all wrong on that. I thought this was going to be his 3rd one. Okay, his 5th win. Wow. Yep. If he wins here, yeah. All right, get him going.
All right. Well, Ford Mustang is off the track here. Pace car's off. Paul Servant is going to lead them back to the green flag. We're going to be coming to 6 to go here. And under 6 laps remaining, there will be no more cautions. So, well, let's just hope somebody survives the mayhem that's about to occur here.
Yeah.
Green flag.
And here we go. We're back green flag racing here for the final time for Manning Electric.
Trenton Johnson with a good run on the outside, though. You know, I may not count him out. He's been looking pretty good, and he's got a good, clean car right now. Kelly Dahl probably didn't want to see him come down there. He really kind of wanted to get up there, but Kelly could actually use a little bit of help right now. With that little bit of damage on the back of his car there, I don't think he's feeling like that car is really up to par right now. Kinsler to the high side.
Yeah, we're 3 wide.
Todd Poston, Dan Harrington, these guys all working together up here right now. Look at this. Kinsler with a little bit of damage on the front, and he may lead this lap. Wow, look at that push from Todd Poston. Holy smokes.
Kinsler led the lap.
And they're going to come down in front of the leader, and there they go. Man, Kinsler to the front.
That, and not even just one lap. He, you know, with him and that 31, they both got up here.
Yep.
They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to keep all them guys behind them.
And I don't think they're going. I don't know how they're going to do it here, because Paul Servant pulled back to the outside with one of his teammates there, Dana Osborne, right behind him, the number 8. And we've seen what those two could do before together. I don't know, Todd Poston looking like almost looked like he was going to pull out in front of Paul Servant right there, but Kinsler again leads another lap. Oh, it'd be cool to see Kinsler put the MaxSpeedTV car in the victory lane tonight, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be neat. He's got some
he's got damage. Yeah, on the front there, but oh man, must not be affecting him too much. And with Poston pushing him like that, I don't know. We'll have to see how that's going to hold up here. Servant with a good run on the outside. Inside's going to come back though. Poston got to get a little air in that radiator, boy. You don't want to blow it up now, Todd. And Paul Servant is going to lead that lap. Yes, he does. Oh, he's going to walk away with the most laps led tonight, and no getting around that. He's got 33 in the books right now.
Yeah, can't be beaten. 3 to go for the 350 of Alex Kinsler and the 3 of Paul Servant.
Dana Osborne got out of the way right there, and he's going to let the 21 of Daniel Holloway get right up there with Paul Servant. Those still two teammates right there working together.
51 jumps high of Trenton Johnson getting that high lane. That's going to help that high lane out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, he's been working with them guys as well. So Paul Servant at the line, going to lead another lap. Kinsler saying, man, oh man, I just cannot get that straightaway speed to beat them guys on the high side. He can get them in the turns. He does retake the lead in the turns, but he can't break away. And with only 2 of them down on the bottom and 4 on the high side, that's not going to go, you know?
No, that's not going to help. It looks like the 3 is going to get a full car length coming into turn number 3. But like you said, getting into the turns, it slows that high lane. Oh, the 31 just blew.
Oh, I figured that was going to happen. Oh, no. Todd. Aw. Well, that's going to put Kinsler back in the pack now. Servant, Holloway, all these guys up here working together, teammates. All these teammates working together right here. I don't know. Trenton's not in with them as a teammate, but oh man, you gotta be kidding. Todd Poston blows it up with 1 lap to go.
Well, look at the 21 of Daniel Holloway.
Oh, yeah.
He just pulled to the outside. He's going to go take it 2 wide. I expect a 3-4 wide action here coming on before this is all said and done.
And here we go. He's going to get a pusher from Dana Osborne. I don't know. Might be a little too late. Servant going to come home with win number 5 of the season and locking himself into the chase, and he gets it. Holloway second, Trenton Johnson third.
And
Wow.
kudos goes to that 350 of Alex Kinsler, too, for hanging on to it.
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, not that one.
After Poston blew up.
All right, well, we'll get these guys down here just a minute, folks, so stay with us. Don't go anywhere. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Paul Servant. Congratulations on win number 5 of the season, Paul.
Woo! Yeah.
Well, a lot to root for there. A lot of teammates working with you on that bet right there. It looked like Holloway had a run on the outside. If Osborne could have got to his back bumper a little bit sooner than before when they come out of turn 4, I think it might have been a little closer at the line. But I'll tell you what, he did give you a pretty good fight all the way to the end.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it with Dan. I was hoping, he did that. That's great. And as long as we finished well, I mean, that was the plan. Whoever won. I mean, that was awesome. You made it interesting there at the end and made it even more funner.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it might have been different. Kinsler was right there. And if Todd Poston wouldn't have blown his motor, it might have been, the finish might have been a little different. I mean, you might have still won, but Daniel might not have got second. But it was an excellent race. So now this pretty much locks you into the next round. Well, it does lock you into the next round with this win. But so now, what are you thinking going into next week at Xfinity? You're back here at Talladega. What are you thinking?
I like the Xfinity. I'm thinking we're still going to work as a team.
Yeah,
we've been doing it all season. We're going to do it right to the end, no matter who wins. We're going to. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. We asked, do the points carry over? Is that how they're doing it? Or do they reset next week, in the round of 8?
I think they carry over.
Okay.
And I think they reset for the final. I'm not sure about that. I have to check. I have no idea myself, but I would imagine maybe they carry over. It might reset too. Who knows? Yeah,
I don't know. So, all right, well, win number 5 under your belt there, Paul. Been a pretty awesome season, man. I'll tell you. And now when you guys are getting into the final 8 here, it looks like all 8 of you are going to make it in. The only one I think that is not going to make it in is Daniel Harrington. All the rest of you guys made it in there. But that's not official. I don't know until the points are tallied up. But I think it's all 8 of you up there, all the way Kinsler, TJ Buck, Scoverin, he didn't make it, so he's not in here tonight. Peterson, Spencer. Harrington gave it a heck of a try, though. I got to say, man.
Harrington, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. I mean, he's up there every race he's in there. He's up there battling, and, it'd be great to see him get a win. I mean, he's deserving one for sure.
Yep. Well, I think he did lead a lap here tonight, so I think he did get a bonus point out of that, but it's like taking a bucket of water out of the ocean right now at this point, 45 points behind, So, but congratulations again, Paul. Who you got to thank for this?
It's been a phenomenal season. Daniel asked me to join his team and all that, and I came in, I think we're accomplishing what he wanted, what he was hoping for. And, 5 wins is great, but I wouldn't have had these 5 wins if it wasn't for my teammates. It's all with them too. So, I have to thank them. You guys, I love watching these races going back. Ted for the league. It kind of sucks that there's not more cars out here on the track. I mean, at the end of the season, and guys aren't joining the race. Kind of.
I know, and I say this all the time. Those people are obviously not thinking clearly on it. That how important it is for people that are not in the chase that can affect the outcome of the chase.
With points.
Yeah, they think just because they're not in the chase that they're just not going to race here anymore. They go find somewhere else to race. But it's very important, to be in that race. It can totally affect the outcome of it.
Yeah, if there's 30 guys in here and I get wrecked,
Yeah.
You know, I fall like 29th place. I mean, that's a lot of points lost if the guy's second and it finishes in first, you know.
Well, it might have been enough to put Dan Harrington into the top 8.
Exactly. You know, it's too bad, you know.
With more drivers in there, yeah. So, all right, well, thanks, Paul, and congrats again. And we can't wait to see you in the round of 8 next week back here at Talladega.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I gotta say thanks to Chris Akers and Todd. I was pinching the heck out of them.
I know you
I mean, more than I usually do. But you know, I was trying to get them hot, and you know, it actually worked out because they blew. Chris blew, Todd blew.
I know it.
You know, tactics.
Oh yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do, you know, and it all worked out for you, Paul. So congrats again, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, Josh, you got second?
Yeah, I do. Daniel Holloway, get a copy, bud?
Yes, I do.
Well, Daniel, man, second race in a row, bud, that you're going to finish in second place. But, hey, solid run. You're going to finish, you know, well enough to, I'm pretty sure you're going to be locked in as well to the round of 8. So talk about the racing out here tonight. And even though a low car count, it was still a pretty good race.
That was our goal, was even though I hate to say and see low count, but before the race was starting, I think us redlining says, you know, usually we like to fall back, but short field. I said let's put a show for the people tonight, and try to do 3 wide, 4 wide. And I think there was a few times it worked and stuff like that. I know we all lined up there towards the end before that big huge wreck and got me back on the lead lap at the end, and got Paul back to the lead there, and showed some muscle.
Well, you know, from perspective up here, we've seen 2 guys blowing engine down there. Most important thing, and I'm sure you were aware of it too, you got to get air in that radiator, don't you?
Yeah, actually, when I was behind Paul for a while, before the green pits, I always kept my nose, you know, sticking out enough, and I wasn't pushing in the corners, keep that those temps down, and I didn't have an issue overheating or anything, and just timing. That's all it was.
Yeah, for sure. Well, next week back here at the track of Talladega for the chosen 8 in the Xfinity cars. What's your mindset going into the round of 8 in a different car but same track?
Well, I already pushed Jackson to a win. I already pushed Paul to a win. Maybe it might be my turn next race. You know, second. You know, a team effort. It doesn't matter who's in this team is going to win. At least one of us is, and I don't know. Maybe next race in Xfinity, I like them. You know, the top 8, which I think Rudy, you were talking about. I do believe the top 8 will have their points reset and even. Only thing might be different is like wins for bonus might be a point or 2. So I think the top 8 will reset and go at it again.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure, and you know, I haven't seen or heard from Ted to ask him, and I'm not really sure if Jason knows 100%, but yeah, okay, well, that's cool to know.
Well, congratulations, Daniel, on second place here tonight. The point standings are up apparently from what Jason was saying in chat. So you're going to stay in third with 1,074 points, 14 back behind the leader. So apparently it locked you into the round of 8, man. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you. You know, 2 top 2 finishes. That should pretty much lock you in the top 8. Had a nice, cool paint scheme tonight. Maybe try to spit some, you know, venom at these guys to get this win. So,
all right, shout out you want to give before you go celebrate?
Sure thing. I'd like to thank Redline. This team is, you know, one heck of a team working together. I know those guys are fighting against us and everything. Makes it more entertaining with you guys. MaxSpeedTV, shout out to you guys. Always a great to watch you guys on broadcasting. Ted putting his league. Everybody watching, family-wise, Sarah. So let's do it again next week.
All right, Daniel, go celebrate, bud. We'll see you next week.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Ready.
All right, we caught up with third place Trenton Johnson. Trenton, Wow, you got up there and led some laps there, brother. Well, you led one lap. You got some bonus points, and even though you're not in the chase, you put on the best effort out there that you could, Trenton, and pull out a third place finish tonight. Talk about that.
Well, I was just kind of sticking around Redline. They knew what they were doing. It was a small pack, but I just kind of stuck around them for a bit, and I did finish one lap on the lead, even though I'm not in the chase, so I'm not really trying, even though it don't really look like that. But it's just I was just there at the correct time, and I just went for it, and that's how I got third. Simple.
Well, I don't know. I think, isn't that your mom? Is that your mom in there in chat rooting for you, Madam?
Madame, yeah, that's my mother.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, she was rooting for you, and she congratulated you. So that's pretty cool. She got to see her son on the podium and being interviewed. So yeah, pretty cool. Well, now you guys go to Xfinity here at Talladega next week. So, and I know you're not a chase driver, but you're going to come out here and make an effort to try to get the W, aren't you?
Yes and no at the same time. Like I said, and like you said, I'm not in the chase, so I'm just going to kind of stay away from the podium or what's the word I'm looking for? Chase drivers, and just, if I'm there, I'm there. If I'm not, I'm just not even going to try. I'm just going to ride. But
well, you heard me say just a few minutes ago, a lot of people don't really realize how important it is for people that are not in the chase to be in here. How it can affect the outcome of the race. It can affect the outcome of the chase, the points, the whole 9 yards, and it's very important for them people that, like yourself, and there was like a few others in here that are not in the chase, to be out there and affecting the outcome of the race and the chase. It's very important.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see when next week comes, and work on it from there.
Okay, who do you want to shout out to or thank?
Well, got to thank you guys, obviously. Ted, and all the admins and everything for the league. Got to thank my mother, and that's about it.
Okay, Trenton. Well, great job out there tonight. Way to keep yourself with a good team right there. You never know. They might ask you to join their team. Who knows? But that's a good team to hang out with. And I seen, we were watching, you were pitting with them, and you come off the pit road with them. You stayed right with them. That was pretty amazing. So good job out there, Trenton. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Very cool. All right. We'll get up here and run down through the results. All right, Paul Servant coming home with the win. Daniel Holloway will finish in second place. Trenton Johnson third. Alex Kinsler comes home fourth in the MaxSpeedTV car. A good effort by Alex. So I don't care what anybody says. That was an amazing effort by him. And it was a shame Todd Poston blew up there right at the end, because I think it would have been a whole different race, Josh.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Dan Harrington in the top 5. Kelly Dahl will finish 6th. Daniel Jackson 7th. Dana Osborne 8th, TJ Buck 9th, Odd Poston 10th, Chris Akers 11th, and Donald Bennett running out the field in 12th. Not a very big field, but you know what? Still a pretty awesome race out there. We did have 3 cautions tonight. Not bad. Not bad for 75 laps. Yeah. So, all right, well, folks, thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate it. Congratulations again to Paul Servant coming home with win number 5. We'll see you next week here with the round of 8. And you said the points were done. Well, we'll see. We'll share that surprise to you next week to who the round of 8 are. So tune in next week and watch them as they go to the Xfinity cars here at Talladega. And folks, I'm not sure, we may or may not have a broadcast tomorrow night, but we're off Sunday for Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there that may be watching or tuning in or watching this later. We wish you a very, very blessed day and a happy Mother's Day. So, all right, well, thanks for watching tonight, folks. And until next time, stay safe and have a good night.